All right. We are live. I can't see who's in the chat yet, but we got KB, we got the hub, Dream Team in here. I tagged Nate to come in, but he had to take care of some stuff for school. But I'm gonna wait for some more people to get into the chat just a little while before we start. But as I look and try to get everything set up, what's going on, Edward Chan? What are you guys thinking about this draft? As far as the top 10, as far as who do you think will fall to the Giants? What are you guys thinking? Hub, you can start up.
For me, I think it's very similar to last year's draft in the sense that everybody thought. I remember leading up to it and like very close to the draft, all the quote unquote experts and NFL, media experts, they were like nobody could predict how this draft is gonna go. It's just so weird with the state of the world. And then the draft, when it happened, turned out to be very similar to like the very very first mock drafts from back in like January, December time. I think we're gonna see something very similar to that because I don't know. It's a very similar situation to last year. As we get closer and closer to it, I think mocks are going to get more and more, or I should say, less and less accurate, and it's going to be like something more like right now. We're in the beginning of the draft season right now. I feel like right now, as crazy as it sounds, it might be the most accurate thing that we're going to see.
Yeah, you might be right with that. I know Daniel Jeremiah is pretty accurate. Usually, when he drops his, he just dropped his first one,
Mm-hmm.
and that might end up how it, might be how it looks. But KB, you have anything?
As far
Going
as
through
this
this draft?
draft, yeah, as far as this draft goes, from what I'm looking at it right now, I haven't really gotten too in depth with it, but the first round guys are pretty much got a good understanding for the most part of what this draft is looking like. And, to be honest with you, it's not the strongest draft we've ever seen. There are definitely a lot of strong points, the wide receiver position for one, quarterback position another. But there are a lot of weak points, and that I think is going to cause some guys to fall in the first round and positions to be drafted in the first round that normally wouldn't go in other drafts, just because the lack of offensive tackle talent, the lack of pass rusher talent, the lack of linebacker talent. That's not really there in the first round. So as far as this draft goes, I think it's going to be one of the more different drafts we've seen in a while. And as far as the Giants go, I think we're going to have a decent variety of positions to draft at 11, whether it be, wide receiver, no matter what wide receiver it is. I think you can go corner or linebacker or whatever the case may be. But I think it should be a good draft for the Giants.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a good shot. A lot of Giants fans are dead set on one of the top three receivers. Yeah, done deal. We're gonna do the entire first round.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be perfect at this point because a lot of people aren't really finalized as those first round picks. We got the pro days still coming up, but we're gonna go the entire first round. They have PFN has like a needs thing, so we'll try to use that too if we're kind of stumped for what each team needs. But yeah, we're gonna go the entire first round.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, so I'm gonna go into here. I'm gonna
I've never
select all of the
used.
teams. Yeah,
Yeah,
PFN is pretty
PFN's
solid.
pretty good, yeah.
yeah.
My favorite is still the Draft Network, not necessarily because they're big board, but just the
Yeah.
presentation. But
Yeah.
PFN, like you could even do trades without having to like upgrade or anything. It's all
Okay.
free.
Yeah, I used to use the Draft Network as well. I didn't even know this. One of my friends from middle school is actually one of the senior analysts for the Draft
Oh
Network.
wow.
Bro, you got to connect, bro.
I
You gotta,
didn't even. Yeah, I know. I haven't spoken to him in like years, but I figured out he was a senior analyst, and I hit him up, and he was like, "Oh snap!" But like,
bro,
I was like, "Yo,
you
what?"
should be like, yo, you should slide me that free premium subscription. Man.
Exactly.
I
Yeah, I
wanted to
haven't
bring
even
him
used the
on for a
upgrade rate though.
live. I
You
wanted to
should
bring him on.
definitely do it.
Yeah, I want to try to,
Yeah.
but I got to catch up with him first. Catch up old times. But yeah.
All right. All right. So we're gonna go me, Hub, KB, and we're just gonna keep going until we get to 32. So
Awesome.
I have the easiest pick. I think it's the easiest pick by far. Trevor Lawrence at number 1. Now, Urban Meyer became the coach of the Jaguars, so we're not sure. We're not sure if Urban Meyer will pull like kind of like a Kyler Murray kind of stunt,
Mm,
like Cliff Kingsbury did, and take Justin Fields.
mm.
But I just think that that Trevor Lawrence is going to be the clear-cut first overall quarterback. He's had a couple of bad championship games, but other than that, he's
His
got all the
team this
tools.
past year has also like failed him. So
Exactly. Yeah, his team definitely let him down.
Oh,
What's
did you
going
make-
on, LO? Yeah, I'll make the pick here.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence to the Jags. And then this is where it starts to get really interesting.
Oh yeah.
First off, before I do this, we're gonna have to do this manually if we decide to do it. But do you guys want to do trades, or do you want to do trades just in the top 5 or something?
If we have time and we could run through this first round without trades, if you guys still have time, I wouldn't mind doing like another. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like another first round and that one with trades.
Okay, cool. Second one, trades.
Oh yeah.
All right, so everybody's making the picks the first round. No one's moving.
Yeah. So for the second pick, Diggy said he had the easiest one. For the second one, it's probably one of the more difficult now. You know, the Jets just had Robert Saleh hired as the new head coach, and he hasn't fully committed to Sam Darnold yet. Yet at the same time, he hasn't fully given up on him. That's really smart move, as we expect from a smart coach like him. And, you know, in addition to that, you got the Deshaun Watson to the Jets talks heating up as well, which I still don't know if it makes any sense. I mean, they could legitimately go, in my opinion, Penny Sewell here, or if for the second time we do this tonight, like they could legitimately trade down. I'm going to go with Justin Fields out of Ohio State, so you can make that pick. And I'm going with that because as of right now, up until this point, it's been like the most sure thing. But nobody would be surprised if somehow, some way, they take Penny Sewell, and that means either they're getting another QB some other way, or they're sticking with old dude Sam Darnold.
Yeah, that's to me like the pick that determines the entire draft. I did my second mock over on my channel, and I had them going DeVonta Smith here just to kind of mix it up. And if they go wide receiver, yeah, I did my second one yesterday. If they go wide receiver at number 2, that changes the entire draft.
Yeah, I don't even know if they would go wide receiver. When's the last time?
That'd be ridiculous. Yeah,
went at 2, if
that's
ever.
really high.
That's really high.
Calvin Johnson would need to be in the draft.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you need.
By the way, y'all definitely
him Jerry Rice.
Definitely, y'all need to check out Diggy's draft, because I remember his first one that he did like last week or 2 weeks ago, the one where he had Jamar Chase drop into the Giants, and I was like, this is probably the only way I could see Chase drop into the Giants. Exactly. It was a pretty good one.
All right, so I'll tell you what, Kush made it extremely easy for me to make my pick, because in the Dolphins situation, if somehow, some way the Jets say we're sticking with Sam Darnold and they go Penny Sewell, the Dolphins would then what pick are you going to make here that you shouldn't trade down for? You know, what, are you going to go wide receiver? Why not just trade down for a wide receiver? You know, so the fact that Penny Sewell is still on the board is a surefire thing. I'm taking Penny Sewell, offensive tackle out of Oregon. You know, they just got rid of their future, used to be future franchise left tackle in Laramie Tunsil, and they have to replace that. I know they got Austin Jackson last year in the draft. I hate that.
We did not like that. Me and Kid were screaming live for that. We're like, what?
Oh my God.
I don't think you would ever pass on Penny Sewell because you have Austin Jackson. That's like us saying, like, we have Eric, and not like he's as bad as Eric Flowers, but it's like we have Eric Flowers. We shouldn't draft a tackle.
Right.
And Giants fans did that too. They said, we just drafted Eric Flowers, so we shouldn't take this tackle.
I don't like Austin Jackson. I thought he was at least a second round guy, developmental dude, and I don't like USC players. So that on top of that, you know, so yeah, I just think that's the only pick Miami should make. If Penny Sewell is on the board, you cannot take a wide receiver this early. You can take a wide receiver, but just trade down 2 or 3 spots, get some trade capital, you know, get some draft capital. So yeah.
Okay, so the next pick we've got the Falcons, and this is another interesting pick. If they try to go all in with Matt Ryan, they could go receiver if they go all in with Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
They could take a quarterback to develop because they're not too sold on Matt Ryan in the long term. They could go defense. They could go a lot of different directions. And I think really in reality it'll be quarterback or trade. I'm gonna say that they take Zach Wilson and he's going to sit behind Matt Ryan for a year.
Okay,
Falcons fans
I
haven't really liked that, but I
yeah.
think that they're going to move on. It seems like they're really stagnant at this point.
3 quarterbacks in top 5. That's also something else that you don't really see that much, but it could have. Like I definitely think Falcons are one of those teams that could take a quarterback this year. I just don't know if it's going to be in the first round. Like,
They could be like a Kyle Trask or someone else in the second round.
I like the pick though for the Falcons. You know, they're a team that doesn't know what they really are right now. You know, because they always try to be competitive and they wind up falling flat on their faces because of injuries. So I wouldn't mind them picking up a quarterback. And I'll tell you what, man, the more and more I'm watching Zach Wilson, he's actually growing on me. He is.
Exactly, man.
So I like this dude a lot. I think my pro comp to him is Baker Mayfield, but say what you want about Baker Mayfield, he's a decent quarterback. I think this guy could be better than Baker.
He's like a more athletic version of Baker.
Zach Wilson is definitely growing on me. I know he's a BYU guy, but good prospect, really good prospect.
So next up we got the Bengals.
I got the Bengals, right? And the Bengals, ideally, this would be a spot that I would love to trade down from. So that would be like the next round, right? Because the Bengals, in my opinion, would love to have Penny Sewell if he's here to try and protect Joe Burrow a little bit. I don't know if they let go of Bobby Hart yet, but you definitely don't want Bobby Hart as one of your starting tackles in the NFL at this point.
Why not?
I've seen a lot of people saying do the Jamar Chase Joe Burrow reunion and have them there, and that would be amazing. Like that's
I would like that. As an LSU fan, I would like it.
I would like it just as a football fan. You kidding me? If there's anybody that would use Jamar Chase to his best ability, it would be his own quarterback.
To your point, Kush, that's the last quarterback Jamar Chase had because he opted out this season.
Exactly. It would be like it's like bread and butter, bro. Jamar would have
like
no
Terry
problem.
McLaurin and Dwayne Haskins, except better.
Isn't
it hilarious how he didn't have chemistry with a receiver he just played with?
That's how you know he's trash. Not to get off topic, but
he was a system guy, man. He was a system guy.
I want to do that really badly. Like I'm still thinking, I'm like, it's not exactly like it's a gigantic need for the Bengals. Sure, they would love it, right? But I'm also thinking, maybe I could get Caleb Farley, who the cornerback could be a need for the Bengals. I'm thinking, I don't see him here because I'm assuming you're using PFN's big board. I'm thinking maybe I could get Micah Parsons. It's not like they have a terrible linebacking core, but they wouldn't mind an upgrade. There's a lot of places you could go here, but I'm gonna go with Jamar Chase. I just want to say all that to say that we're not really sure what the Bengals are gonna do yet. They could definitely go Caleb Farley. They could 100% go with you know what? They could even go Kyle Pitts. I'm not Kyle Pitts. Kwity Paye. I'm looking at the screen here. They could even go another defensive lineman. Like there's so many spots they could go. I'm gonna just go Jamar Chase because it's the fun one.
Jamar Chase, we get
That's
the
an interesting one
reunion.
Too. I never seen a mock with that too.
Yeah, I would like to see it, just as an LSU fan, but I would also probably want him on the Giants more. Get to the super chat real quick. Mike Nixon, thank you for the $5 super chat. Quarterback is a good move for the Falcons. I like Jones and Ridley, and I actually like Gage. He has upside. Yeah, I think the Falcons could definitely use that like shot in the arm at quarterback. It's just all about what they want to do and if they believe in Matt Ryan going forward. I say they should just tear everything up, start over.
Yeah,
you got another one from Jaden here.
We got another super chat. Shout out to Jaden Dawkins for the 199 super chat. Sup, Darius? What's going on?
You're
and random Dallas fan.
Hey, rocking the Giants today, all right?
No, but I do got to ask, what exactly were the Bengals' needs? I don't know if you could pull them up now.
I can pull them up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would be like
need a lot of needs.
Yeah, right off the bat, I'll say offensive line. Yeah, there it is.
Like wide receiver is technically listed. Yeah, like I was saying, they could have went Kwity Paye.
I'm surprised Edge isn't a higher need for them. Is that?
I would say the most realistic pick, which I did mention, would have been probably Caleb Farley at 5.
Yeah, and as I watch more of Rashawn Slater, I've been getting hate for mocking him in my last draft in the top 10, but I like Rashawn Slater every time I look at him.
I like Rashawn Slater too, but top 10? Did you mock him to the Bengals, I'm guessing?
I think no, I didn't mock him that high. I mocked him to the Cowboys at 10.
Okay.
But I like him. I think that he can come in and be a starting tackle.
What do you think about Darisaw out of Virginia Tech?
Darisaw, I think that he can be a solid starting tackle, but I don't see his upside as high as the other guys, and he's not really like the athletic person that you want pulling. He's not like the new age tackle. He's more like the big, the big tackle that's probably you want more in the run game than the pass
But you
game.
do think he'd be a solid starter?
Yeah, I think he can be a starter.
Okay, because that's then I have to take a look at Slater a bit more because I got like Darisaw as my number 2 right now. Maybe I'll have to take a look at Slater again.
And Penei Sewell, I think Rashawn Slater is more technically sound than Penei Sewell. But
Yes.
Penei Sewell is a monster.
Yeah, I feel like, and not to go off on a tangent a little bit, but about Penei Sewell, I don't know. When I was watching my film on him, I didn't know quite, really what everybody was raving about other than his body, his size, right? As far as his technicals go, I didn't like it. I mean, people are saying this guy was supposed to be the best offensive lineman to come out in years. I mean, I don't see it. I think he's going to be a good tackle. But
Bro,
why
that
he's
never
a bit
made
raw. He's like Tristan Wirfs is a little bit. Tristan Wirfs had all the size, the speed, everything.
They almost
right?
have the same build too.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
about. And he's just not technically sound.
And on that one comment, like me and KB have always agreed on this. It made no sense that people always said he's supposed to be the best tackle in years because last year's tackle class was the best tackles in years, all 4 of them.
Yeah, all 4 of those guys are gonna do something.
I'll just say one thing about Penei Sewell. He's just the reason he's up there is that he's an athletic freak, and if he gets a good offensive line coach, he's going to be like it's a wrap. He's huge and he can move like a tight end almost. So he's out of control, and that's the only reason. I think that he will be a Hall of Fame guard. I think that he will be an amazing guard, but it just depends what team takes him.
Yeah.
I think
it's not like he's gonna be a bust at tackle,
Yeah, he won't be a
but
bust.
he'll be really good. It's like you said, it really depends on how they coach him up.
But yeah, let's move on.
All right.
The chat is getting impatient too. Okay, KB, you're picking for the Eagles.
Yeah, so let me turn it to Kid Green real quick. Kid Green is making an appearance here. So Jamar Chase is off the board, and if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles right now, and I'm looking at scheme fit, of course I love Jamar Chase. He's number 1 on my board. But if I'm looking at scheme fit, even if Jamar Chase was still on the board, I'm still taking DeVonta Smith, wide receiver out of Alabama. If you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, they obviously want to do something with the wide receivers and speed, right? It even went to the fan base. Like they didn't want anybody who runs the fastest 40 time at wide receiver, So looking at the guys available, obviously DeVonta Smith is the burner, right? 175 pounds and can burn anybody, right? Like a Deshaun Jackson almost, So just bringing another version of him into Philadelphia, I definitely see that happening for Philadelphia. So DeVonta Smith.
Here we go. That's the pick, and I think that's very realistic.
100%.
I think Michael Parsons is a really good pick there.
I was gonna say
I doubt that they'll do it.
It's going to be either a wide receiver or
Yeah.
Parsons. They're not going anywhere else. Like I've seen people saying cornerback, but I don't think they're going to take a cornerback maybe until the 2nd round. But it's going to be LB or WR for sure.
Yeah, I think DeVonta Smith is going to be really tough to pass up. You see Green on the screen.
Yeah, Kid Green in the building.
All right, so I got the Lions up next, and every mock I've done so far, I've had the Lions taking a receiver. But I think the Lions are looking more for, if they lose Kenny Golladay, they're looking for more of the big outside receiver. T. Gray is a Lions fan. So what is T. Gray? We actually have a Lions fan. So
T. Gray. I just want to tell T. Gray, your head coach is a Joe Judge copycat, and he's really bad at it.
I know. It was so cringe. It was cringe. He's like, when we get down,
about kneecaps.
we're gonna rip our kneecaps out, and then we're gonna take your kneecap and then hit you twice as hard, and then when you hit us, we're gonna hit you 3 times as hard, and that's how we're gonna play.
And I'm like
he got
you know how he's a Joe Judge copycat too, because Joe Judge was the first head coach that had an introductory press conference like that in years. And then just one year later, this dude has such a similar one.
Joe Judge was pretty much the only first-time head coach that his introductory press conference went sort of viral almost, it mainstream NFL,
So I'm gonna give T. Gray about 20 more seconds to just say what he thinks his Lions need, because we usually don't. We got a Lions fan in here, so.
Oh yeah.
in about 20 seconds. If not, then I'm going to just make the pick.
In
from
the
my
meantime,
perspective.
in the
In the
meantime,
meantime, I'll talk it over. So
yeah.
let's see what they have their needs as.
Yeah, let me check that out.
Wide receiver, I definitely thought was towards the top.
Oh, linebacker.
I'm thinking
That's a
it's
surprise.
Oh, they
I'm
always
thinking
get a
Parsons.
linebacker every freaking
Yeah,
year.
I'm definitely thinking Parsons. I'm thinking Waddle, but I'm thinking that they probably want the big outside receiver.
Yeah.
But Parsons for me will be this pick.
Yo,
And that's the
Farley
pick
makes
I'm
sense
making.
here too.
Makes a lot
Also,
of sense.
Farley, Farley definitely makes sense too.
Mhm.
But
So is this a consensus that we all have Farley number one on our boards at corner?
I do, yeah. I have him number one.
I have him. I'm getting there, man. As soon as I watched Farley, I'm like, yo, this guy. Why is everybody not talking about Farley?
I still got Surtain as one, but it's really quickly becoming a 1A 1B situation.
All right.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna take Michael Parsons because I don't see him in the chat.
my son dipped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As soon as he heard
He's-
whoever their coach's name is, as soon as he heard the slander, he left.
Yeah. Oh, he says speed kills, but he's not.
He says speed kill.
It's too late, bro. Parsons.
I'm taking Parsons. I think that's the best pick for them.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So we got the Panthers at number 8 overall, who were 100% hoping that Parsons was going to drop. They're looking for a middle linebacker replacement for Luke Kuechly here. Is that the complete big board right there? Because it starts at Trey Lance. Maybe I think you could scroll up with it, or is that actually it? Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So Panthers needs right now. You could argue quarterback is a need. You could wide receiver. I don't know if it's really that big of a need. Yeah, you're pulling it up. Thank you. Corner is a need. Yeah, you can see QB there, linebacker, tackle. Basically the things I had in mind, right? So corner, you could definitely go Farley or Surtain here. Quarterback, I don't know if they'd reach on somebody like a Trey Lance or even a Mac Jones this high. Maybe they'd take one in the second round. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with Caleb Farley, cornerback. He's going to come off the board here at number 8. It is one of their needs. And with this big board, he is the number 1 corner. So definitely think that could happen.
Yeah, I think that's a solid pick. I think he's day one starter, fixes that issue.
Mm-hmm. Yo, guess why they need corner, bro? Because James Bradbury came to us.
Exactly.
All right. So looking at the Denver Broncos, looking at their needs right now. Corner is one of their needs, and it should be one of their needs. Obviously they got rid of Yadam, right? And they have AJ Bouye there, and I think Callahan, is Callahan there, or is he still with the
bro? As soon as you can't name the names, you know it's a need.
And going back to the Broncos in recent years, they were one of the teams that always had a solid cornerback core. With Chris Harris and Bradley Roby and Aqib Talib, they had a lot. They had a big strength at defensive back. So you know what I'm going to do here? It's going to be the second corner in a row here. I'm going to take Patrick Surtain out of Alabama and try to help their defense out a little bit. I know one of their I know one of their needs are edge rusher, and yes, it could be because Von Miller I think he's a free agent this year, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, he's older, and Bradley Roby just keeps getting hurt. But I feel like they could address that elsewhere. I think they should go with the top tier corner here.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. I think that's a no-brainer. They just take that. There's not really any quarterback that blows you away at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah, I'll get this super chat out of the way. Mike Nixon, $5.
Shout out to Mike.
D, can I pick for the G-Man? I'll let you pick for the G-Man. You put up 5 for it, so sure.
Damn, I was like right there. I was like, oh, I'm about to land on 11, bro. Let's get it. I think I know who Mike is gonna pick, and it's probably who I was gonna pick.
Okay, hopefully. So I got the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys. They don't need receiver unless they just clean house. And even then, I don't think you start with a receiver once you start to rebuild. Rashawn Slater, I took in my other mock draft, but they could go Kyle Pitts, but that's kind of overkill as far as the receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Kwity Paye.
Oh, I was about to suggest maybe Kwity Paye.
Yeah, Kwity Paye's, but it seems like they have so many pass rushers. I don't know how they are with Cowboy X Factor saying they need defense.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are their defensive needs?
This is a hard one for the Cowboys. If the draft ends up that way, both the top 2 corners are off the board. Micah Parsons off. Man, that's hard.
Yeah, I think this is kind of high for J.C. Horn, really high.
Yeah.
And Owusu's been rising up boards, but I also think this is kind of high for him to be a top.
I don't like it. A 215-pound linebacker.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me kind of,
It might be Kwity Paye here.
Yeah, what if they take Kwity Paye and put him at
Yeah,
DC?
I'm thinking that it's Kwity Paye. I think I like Kwity Paye the best in a 4-3 as a defensive end. So I'm going to go Kwity Paye for the Cowboys here, get some depth, and they're going to need to give him, develop him into a pass rusher, give him some pass rushing moves, but he definitely has the athleticism, and he's going to be dominant against the run day one.
Yeah. I mean,
Rogue, we're going to do the trade downs our next time around, so that'll be an option the next time.
Yeah, and there goes your first edge, and Lamont's no way in the world is it going to be Greg Rousseau to the Giants. But Mike, you're up, bro. You took my pick.
Yeah, Mike is on the clock. Mike Nixon is on the clock.
Yeah, Mike. I gotta start scouting for the.
You got Waddle on the clock. You got Kyle Pitts there.
So while Mike types, I guess I'll just go into what I was gonna do. I'm looking right here, and I see one of the top 3 receivers on the board. It's still a no-brainer for me, even though I've said multiple times I don't know how he's gonna fit. But if Jalen Waddle's available at number 11 and there's none under the top 2 receivers up, I'm going Jalen Waddle. That'll be my my line of thought, especially when both of the top corners are gone, the top linebacker is gone, and there's no trade downs in this scenario. And hey, there you go. Mike even said Waddle. Yeah, I was like, I think he might select the guy I'm thinking. Yeah, so Waddle is the pick for me here.
All right. Yeah, I would go Jalen Waddle, no brainer too. I just think that's our biggest need by far. What do you think, KB?
He went. Well, yeah, I'm going Waddle as well. I know we always have these conversations. What if this and what if in scenarios? The whole Pitts versus Waddle situation. Because do you want Waddle? Do you want to settle for another 5'10" guy, or do you want to get a athletic freak at tight end again? But I like the Waddle pick. Again, I would be more comfortable with the Waddle pick based on what we do in free agency. If we can try to get Allen Robinson a big number 1 target. Like I said, I don't want anybody to think that I think Jalen Waddle sucks. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that I've been longing for a bigger number one receiver for a while. I think Allen Robinson fits that to a T. So I'm really like head over heels for bringing him into New York. So I would be all on board with Jalen Waddle. Either way, I'd be on board with Jalen Waddle. So yeah.
I do want to say to a couple people in the chat saying Waddle's not tall enough and they don't like his height. He's basically the same height as Odell, y'all. Chill with it. And he's probably faster than Odell too.
Yeah,
the only thing with Waddle that my concern was I don't know how good he'll transfer from slot to outside. But there's a chance it could happen. Look at Jefferson last year.
I'm not putting him outside. Well, not yet. You could probably put him outside, but there's 2 slots. So
I think you take whatever playmaker that you can get. Like he can create separation and he can create big plays. So yeah, and he can be a return threat. Thanks, Mike Nixon, for the $5 super chat. Not only that he can return, not only can he be a return threat, we haven't had that since Brian Mitchell. Yeah, that's a good point. We haven't had really that dynamic returner, but it seems like there's not really that many dynamic returners in the league at this point with all the new rules.
Oh, yeah.
But Hub, you're up next with the 49ers.
Oh, no, I'll let KB go. I'll take back over Vikings. Because it was the same pick anyway, yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. So 49ers here. Let's check it out a little bit. I have it pulled up on my own screen here too, so I'm looking at all the needs and stuff. So Niners, their need is quarterback. I think that's guard, corner, edge, safety. And I would say wide receiver is an option, but there's no wide receivers available here. So I call me crazy. This might be a reactionary pick.
Oh no!
And this happens in drafts all the time. But you have Jimmy Garoppolo. He's out. Right. Every single quarterback is a free agent this year for the 49ers. They're not going to bring back any of these guys back. They all get hurt. It's insane. I'm going reactionary pick here. Call me crazy, whatever. I'm going Mac Jones.
Yeah,
Mac Jones, quarterback out of Alabama.
No, I would go Mac Jones. I'm gonna let KB say what he said before I said it.
Well, what?
Oh, you're done. I was just be
Go
like, yeah,
ahead.
I would go Mac Jones over Trey Lance because
Yeah.
Mac Jones needs to go to a team that's already put together, whether it's somebody like the 49ers or maybe even the Patriots later on. He's going to succeed if he hits with a team that's already put together. He's going to do really well there.
And let me tell you, the 49ers are A-okay with having a game manager type quarterback. I think Mac Jones could be a little bit better than a game manager, but I think he can make plays on his own.
He just makes the right decision.
Right.
man.
He makes the right
every
decisions.
time.
He makes all the right throws, accurate. And if you look at the 49ers in past years, even dating back to Alex Smith, they've always had game manager quarterbacks, always. So I don't think it'll be any different bringing in Mac Jones in here. Nobody's going to complain about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to people saying we're taking like Jones over Lance and Trask, for me at least, it doesn't necessarily mean I have him ranked above them because I still have at the very least Kyle Trask ranked above them. This big board actually has him ranked really low at like number 66.
I don't like Kyle Trask like that.
I still have Kyle Trask above him, but whatever the case is, it's just the fit. Jones fits really well with any team that's already put together and is just like a QB and maybe one other piece away from trying to make a run. That's just the kind of quarterback he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I would have taken Trey Lance only because I feel like if Trey Lance can get the right kind of quarterback coach, he can be amazing. But Mac Jones is a good thing. I mean, I think you can start to win immediately with Mac Jones. So that's a solid pick. So I got the Chargers coming up next. Justin Herbert, everybody. He's the quarterback that all the Giants fans wanted.
Oh, God.
Went back to Oregon.
My heart.
Man literally went back to Oregon because he said, "Nah, I don't want to go to the Giants." I will always say that, bro. I will always say that.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of. I think this is the perfect spot for Rashawn Slater. I really do. Kyle Pitts could be an option if they let Hunter Henry walk, which he might walk. But I'm gonna take Rashawn Slater. I think that's what they need. Let's see what they think they need. Offensive tackle is their biggest need.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to make it easy and take Rashawn Slater. I think that's their biggest weakness right now.
Yep.
Offensive tackle for the Vikings.
Yeah,
So,
and didn't they? I'm sorry,
okay.
but last year, and if I remember correctly, it was last year. They traded Russell Okung for Trey Turner. Was it? No, that wasn't even Trey Turner. Was it Trey
last
Turner?
year before?
I don't know. I can't remember. But that was the most dumbest trade I've ever seen in my life. But yeah.
Nah, you know what? No, this completely makes sense for the Chargers. It is gonna be interesting to see how they the Chargers handle this thing with their new head coach and exactly where they go. I'm gonna let you get the super chat.
Shout out to Mike Nixon for the $5 super chat. But KB, they have Garoppolo on that contract. Mac Jones is overrated.
I know Garoppolo's a free agent this year. If I'm not
He's a
mistaken.
free agent. And once again, bro, this is not saying Jones is necessarily better than the other guys. It's just that he fits better to that particular team. And now for the Vikings, I'm going to need you to bring up their needs because I'm thinking possibly Kyle Pitts. I'm thinking, I don't know if they want to move on from, from goddamn Kirk average cousin. So they got guard, defensive tackle, edge, safety, offensive tackle. So tight end isn't even a need, but I don't know if they would shy away from taking from somebody like Kyle Pitts, especially. I mean, they have good.
He's a playmaker. Yeah.
Playmaker. They do have good weapons over there. And he in my opinion probably would be an upgrade over Kyle Rudolph. But let me see. So once again, guard, tackle, edge, and right now the people in those positions, you got Aziz, who I think is a pretty good guy out of Georgia. He could probably go around here in terms of guard. Not seeing anybody on this big board.
Yeah, it's way too high right now.
And tackle the next guy up was Darisaw, who will be a very solid starter in the NFL. So I'm actually thinking, but it's between Kyle Pitts, which I know is not a need, but he's just a playmaker, and Christian Darisaw. And I guess in the Vikings position, it would depend what they value more right now because they do have a good amount of playmakers. You talk Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. Dalvin Cook, when he's healthy, is one of the best running backs in the league. And so, you know what? I think because of that, I'll go Christian Darisaw because they have playmakers. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. Let me get to the super chat. Thanks, Mike Nixon, for the $5 super chat. KB, he signed a 5-year deal last offseason. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure his deal is up.
Let me see. I'll just pull up Jimmy G's contract right now.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if they gave him a deal after he missed that wide open throw in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't see how they would do that.
Oh yeah, they did.
They
He's
did.
on the books until like 2022,
No
2023.
freaking way.
I don't care. Get Mac Jones and sit him, man. Like,
Either that or trade Jimmy G. I don't know. Nobody's gonna take that contract. But Jimmy G can't finish a season. He can't even finish half
Yeah.
a season. Why do they keep him around? I don't understand that.
all right.
All right.
So,
So
okay, KB's up next.
yeah. So I'm up next. So yeah.
And this is where I would see Mac Jones going if he didn't go.
Yeah. If he didn't go to 49, I could definitely see him going here. And I'm gonna keep the streak going with quarterbacks here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I listen. Is Cam Newton's not even under contract, is it? So you have Jarrett Stidham over there. I don't know if they're really ready to start Stidham. He was coming out as a rookie. He had a really good preseason, and everybody thought, hey, he could develop to be the guy. I don't think the Patriots are a team that really wants to wait for anybody to develop. They're a team that wants to win and wants to win now. You could go Kyle Pitts here. I give yourself a playmaker. Obviously their wide receivers they just don't have any playmakers on that offense right now, but yet they don't have a quarterback to throw them the ball. So I'm going to take Trey Lance over here. This might be a good situation for New England, not having to groom like a Mac Jones or Kyle Trask, getting a guy that Trey Lance that I think can do well day one. So Trey Lance comes off the board to New England.
I could see it happening for sure, but I think at least my nudge right now is that the Patriots are going to get a bridge quarterback in the offseason and probably take a playmaker if they're at that pick, whoever they get. But for some reason, I have a feeling they're going to take a bridge quarterback or one of the many QBs that's going to be a free agent this year. Like I've even seen a lot of talk of, hey, Jimmy G's going to make his way back to the Patriots somehow, whether it's through trade or something.
That would be funny.
So I got the Cardinals. I got a pretty decent Cardinals fan base on my channel. Some of them were here earlier. But I think at this point it's between Kyle Pitts and J.C. Horn.
Yeah.
And I would say that DeAndre Hopkins is a monster on the offensive side, and Kyler Murray is getting a lot better. So I think you just help the side of the ball that needs the most help, that Patrick Peterson is getting a little bit older. I think you just help that side. And it's really tough for them to pass on Kyle Pitts because they could use that tight end presence. But I just think that they're going to take J.C. Horn. And
Pat P's getting old, man.
Yeah. I think it's time to replace everything.
Yeah, add him with Byron Murphy in there, man. That's good.
That's a pretty good pick. I mean, it like you said, it comes down to Pitts and Horn, but the fact about, and I see Rogue brings it up as well, I think that their secondary definitely needs to have that replacement ready for Pat P whenever he decides to walk out or they decide to just split ways with him. And now I'm at 11 here with the Raiders, and some people are going to be like, how in the world is Kyle Pitts still here? But well, guess what? He ain't going to the Raiders either, man, because guess what his pro comp is? It's Darren Waller, so he ain't going there. Yeah. Let me just see their team needs real quick. The Raiders were very interesting this year. They surprised a lot of people, as I said they would. I think they did better than people expected. So you got safety, corner, tackle, defensive tackle, and edge. And I'm looking here right now at the board. There's literally no safeties.
Not worth that pick.
not at that pick. Defensive tackles, well, I ain't going Gregory Rousseau. If you could scroll down a bit, who else is here right now?
It might have to be BPA. Raiders are one of those teams that have a lot of young guys, and they don't really have a specific like safety. I wouldn't think is their number one need. They have Jonathan Abram there, so I don't know why.
BPA right now is Kyle Pitts. So you know what? I'm gonna go.
Oh no, you don't go. I mean,
I'm gonna go Owusu.
Okay,
I'll go with Jeremiah Owusu, Koromoa, who technically was not a need for them, but I'm thinking of their middle linebackers right now, and I think he could definitely come in as an automatic start. I mean, he should. He's a first-round pick, second best linebacker in this class. He definitely should, but there's a good pick, and it kind of comes down to what KB said. It's BPA with the technicality that they really don't need a tight end, so it's BPA in that sense.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good move, too, because I know a couple of Raiders fans were complaining about their linebackers a lot. So
they could use the playmaking right there.
Yeah, they could use a playmaker there. So, okay, I'm on the board here, 18, the Dolphins. All right, so, all right, I had both the Dolphins picks. Nice.
You did?
Yeah, and quick note, guys. I looked at Jimmy G's contract. I don't know if anybody mentioned this, but there's only a dead cap of $3 million if they cut him.
Yeah, he's gone.
So he's gone. There's
really smartly.
Yeah, they gave him all the guaranteed money already. So yeah, and that 5-year contract was signed in 2018. That's what I remember. So he's due to make 26 million this year, but they cut him or trade him. They only got to pay $3 million. So I'm doing that all the way. So Mac Jones season, baby. But all right, so we have the Dolphins. Now, the Miami Dolphins might lose. I think Devontae Parker is a free agent, is he not? Or not? Or no?
Well, even if he isn't, I could see where you're going, and I agree.
Yes, and I think the match made in heaven right here is to give that young quarterback another weapon, and I'm going Rashad Bateman, the wide receiver out of Minnesota.
I've been saying for weeks now, Bateman is not making it past pick 20. He's going to go in the top.
I think that's a sweet spot. I think the sweet spot is right around like 15 to 20 because New England, if they get a quarterback, New England can very well.
Yeah, like I said, if New England signs a bridge quarterback, the pick there, in my opinion, is going to be either Pitts if he's there or Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's just there's not even need to talk about that. That's just a smart pick all around.
Yeah,
Rogue likes to pick.
Yeah,
and it makes sense. Yo, they got their tackle, which I really think they should go tackle no matter what with their third overall, and then you got your wide receiver at 18 overall. So there you go.
Yeah, and it's good to stock up on the offense a little bit because their offense has some potential, but their defense is really good. I really don't think you need to add any more to that. Yeah, I don't think you need to add any more to that defense. They got two of the highest paid corners in the league, a first round pick, another like late round pick or undrafted guy, Nick Needham, in the defensive backs, and
they got the bones.
Yeah, they got a lot of it over there. So yeah.
All right, so Washington, and someone saying Washington goes Pitts. That's an option. They need playmakers. They already have Logan Thomas.
Yeah, I was about to say they have a nice tight end group over there.
Yeah, they have Logan Thomas, but you can definitely figure out a way to use him. It's not like Jason Garrett's coaching over there. But I would say their top needs are quarterback and offensive line. And I wouldn't take Kyle Trask here. I think I'm not a
Trask guy.
I'm not.
You could go Alex Leatherwood.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I think it's between Leatherwood and Vera Tucker. And I haven't seen Vera Tucker's film on the outside. I've only seen him at guard in 2019. From what I saw, he projects to look like a really good tackle. But I'm going to go with the more proven thing because I haven't seen Vera Tucker play at tackle yet. So I'm going to go with Leatherwood.
I agree with that. And it also makes sense because we all know there's like pipelines between NFL programs and schools. It's definite that Washington has a pipeline with Alabama. They love taking Alabama players, just like the Giants do, actually. So, yeah. That makes sense, too. And I think
the Cowboys love taking my Boise State Broncos.
Yeah, I think Diggy left probably fix his green screen. But I'm going to go right here with 20 for the Bears. And we already got into playoff teams with 19, but we're in playoff teams now. Bears are another team who definitely quarterback is one of their biggest needs for sure. But with this big board, it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think of what else the Bears could use. Can you pull up their needs?
Let's see. Bears down here.
Wide receiver, quarterback, tight end, edge, corner. All right, so you know what? Even though the Bears have like 15 tight ends on their roster, I'm gonna go and take Kyle Pitts because I don't think
that's crazy how things wound up working that way, man. Right? That's why I love mock drafts, man. I love them.
Yeah, because I don't think he should be down here. He definitely should have went within the top 20. But if he does get down to the Bears, I don't see a way that they don't take him. The only other way that they don't take him is if somebody like Jones or Lance is available, but obviously not here either. So Kyle Pitts, and it's BPA as well.
Here we go. All right. Shout out to Mike Nixon for the $5 super chat. Diggy, can I have another pick? I'll let you decide. I thought you decided on that pick. But, sure. Which pick do you want out of the last, 11 picks? Which pick are you looking for? Let me know in the chat.
All right.
KB's next.
All right. So this one's interesting for This one's interesting for the Colts, man, because they really don't have an outlying need besides quarterback, obviously, because Phillip Rivers retired. But are you really going to take Kyle Trask here? I mean, I wouldn't. And I thought
one of the teams for sure that signed somebody.
yeah, they're definitely going to sign somebody, or they're going to try to give Jacob Eason a chance. I don't know. And this is one of those situations. It's actually hard. I'm going through all of the prospects right now, and I just can't find a good pick for them. Like, their offensive line is solid. Their whole offense is solid. Of course, they can use edge, but do you want to go Aziz? Do you want to go Gregory Rousseau? I'm looking at the linebacker. Zaven Collins is the top rated linebacker right now. And then there is corners, but JC Horn is gone, and then after that is a drop off. Like, are you
Wait, JC Horn? Who did JC Horn go to? Oh yeah, I forgot. Cardinals, right?
Yeah, Cardinals. So man, this has to be like freaking BPA or whatever the case may be, man. So man, they do need edge help.
People are saying in the chat, they're spamming ABT because
Elijah Vera Tucker, yeah.
Yeah, a Colts tackle retired apparently.
Oh, Anthony Costanzo.
Oh, he did, yeah.
He retired. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so we'll go. I don't like USC, guys. It's another freaking USC tackle. Austin Jackson went last year. I don't like USC, guys, but I'm going to do it. AVT to the Colts. I didn't even notice that Anthony Costanzo did retire. That reminded me. I saw that a couple days ago. So,
I mean, I'm with you. I'm not really a USC tackle guy, but the difference is this time the Colts have like one of the best offensive lines in the league, so that's definitely going to help develop.
Yeah, no, I'm not a USC guy at all. I don't care what position it is. I don't like
me. You got the Titans pick coming up next. For me, I think that the pick is right at the top of the board. I have Azeez Ojulari in some cases going to the Giants at 11. I think he's the best edge rusher, like actual pass rusher in this draft.
Even better than Pay?
I don't think Pay is as polished the pass rusher as Ojulari. I just think Pay is a lot safer pick. But I'm going to go Ojulari. They signed Clowney. And
Ojulari and signed Jadeveon Clowney?
No, they already signed him last year, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they signed him. I think,
but it was a minimum. He didn't do anything for him.
Yeah, he didn't. And Vic Beasley, they both didn't do anything.
Exactly. So
I think Harold Landry is the man over there.
Easy pick.
Yeah.
So I got the Jets, and real quick, I'm not necessarily thinking defense here, but I just want to see what corners are remaining on the board. If you could pull that up real quick, because the way this is going, I'm like both Eric Stokes but not and Tyson Campbell are available. Like those are two guys that I thought for sure would have went somewhere in the first round. Asante Samuel, I think, is going to be a slot guy in the league. Greg Newsome, I think, is somebody really underrated, but not going in the first round. Let me see, what are the Jets team needs right now? The Jets, right?
Everything.
Oh wait, we did. I didn't even realize they had multiple first round picks because we did pick them already.
The Seahawks.
I picked for the Jets. I think I won Justin Fields, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So offensive tackle, running back, cornerback, or edge. And if I look at just all players available right now, I'm not gonna go tackle. I'm not gonna go edge. They said running back, so maybe I'll go Najee Harris. And then, of course, cornerback. Like, I'd probably go Eric Stokes.
You know what's crazy? That Najee Harris might be a really good pick.
Yeah.
Yes. I had Najee Harris going there in my latest mock draft. And Mike Nixon, shout out to Mike Nixon for the $5 super chat. That's the pick he wanted to go with.
Snap! Damn.
Mike, I'm just gonna say, stop stealing my picks. And
exactly. Making his picks.
When you steal my picks, at least pick somebody different. Now I'm joking, but yeah, hey man, great minds think alike. I was like, it's either gonna be Najee Harris here or like Eric Stokes, but yeah, definitely I'll go Najee Harris first running back off the board.
Yeah,
because when a 79-year-old running back is your leading rusher, you need a running back.
You need an offensive line for sure.
All right, so who do I have? I have Pittsburgh. Oh, snap. All right, so Pittsburgh just almost like freaking broke the internet by signing Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Trask.
Yeah, so they obviously have their quarterback for the future. And their offense is pretty solid right now. I'm going through their offense, just skimming through it right now. I don't really see something of need here. Maybe, you know what? Actually, there's some.
Yo, does Juju leave them? Does Juju leave them in free agency?
I think Juju's going to go back.
Okay.
But even if they do, I mean, the way like Terrace Marshall is a guy that can slip up this early in the first. I mean, I don't know. So they do need some guard and inside help, right? Their offensive line on the inside is absolute garbage. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. As far as guard film goes, I haven't watched too much of it. So I'm looking at Jalen Mayfield, Wyatt Davis, and Trey Smith. I don't know if you guys know who's the better prospect here, but
Out of the three, I'd go between Smith and Davis.
Smith and Davis.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about Davis in that Ohio State championship game, and people are talking about Wyatt Davis. So I'm skimming through the defense right now. I don't really think they have any.
Mike, I see you, Mike. Mike is just taking my pick straight up. Okay, I see you, Mike. I see you.
All right, so I'm gonna go because Pittsburgh doesn't really need a lot, and wide receiver. I mean, they can go wide receiver here, but they've gone wide receiver too much early in drafts, man. They gotta start focusing elsewhere. I'm gonna go with Wyatt Davis, guard out of Ohio State to Pittsburgh. They need to get that offensive line to where it used to be.
And Muzz was telling KB, read the name chat because Muzz was saying Davis.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
No, I can't read the chat because when I click on, I have PFN pulled up on mine too, so I can go through the whole thing and not have to bother digging about, hey, go here. So
I know it's I know you consider bothering, but I'm pretty sure Diggy appreciates it because then the chat could like visually see what you're thinking.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'll try doing that then. All right.
Shout out to Mike Nixon for the $5 super.
Mike,
chat.
you can't just pick the whole draft.
Wait, you should get it after you do the Jaguars because do the Jaguars and then do the Browns, which is his pick there.
All right, so Jags on the clock. And shout out to Mike Nixon. I'll get this out of the way. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Xavier Collins for the Browns. We'll get to that when it comes up. But we got the Jags on the clock. And the Jags took Trevor Lawrence early on. Tight end is a need for them. I wouldn't take Freiermuth this high. Edge is a need.
And linebacker. So Xavier Collins might go here, actually.
Xavier Collins might go.
I could see that happening.
I see someone saying take Mayfield, get a playmaker. I mean, Osai is someone I've been looking at for the past couple of picks. Xavier Collins.
Is edge really a need for the Jaguars though? They because they got Josh Allen and the guy out of the past year. I didn't realize that they weren't producing like that. I forgot his name. Out of 2020 from LSU.
From LSU.
He was like the third edge rusher out of last year's.
Caleb Chason,
Caleb Chason. Did he not produce?
Chason, yeah.
I mean, he's still a rookie, so like I don't think they take edge. Yeah. Maybe they let them develop, but that's my opinion.
Well, if they're not going edge, then I just say they're going to take the best player on the board, and that will be Xavier Collins.
Yeah. So, Mike, you're up, bro.
Oh yeah,
Mike, you're on the clock.
Sorry,
type it in the chat.
Yeah. While Mike does that, anybody in the chat, my New York Giants mock draft is out, guys. Go check that out.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Round mock draft.
I still have to go watch it, but I've been freaking hyped for it, man. Not gonna lie.
I will say this.
Better than ESPN style.
Hey, thank you. And I will say this though, I had to pin the comment because you spend so much time on it. And that's why I called the way too early edition. Some stuff by the time it comes out is going to be a little bit wrong. Like, apparently, the cornerback I chose for the Giants declared back to Clemson the day after I recorded that video, and I didn't know until I'm like, it's too late. But
man, nobody knows that right now.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, sub in any corner. Like, I had a feeling something would go wrong with the corner pick, so I also said in the recording, oh, here's a couple other corners you could go here if they're available. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Eli, the Giants took Jalen Waddle. Mike Nixon is going Greg Rousseau.
He's going Greg Rousseau.
So that's the pick, Greg.
Damn, I was really trying to get this guy out the first round.
He's out of the first round on all mines, but he's at the top of the board.
You know what? We don't like Greg Rousseau, but he's going to be second to Myles Garrett. That might actually be good.
I was going to say, Greg Rousseau coming into the Browns. Now, a lot of people have compared him to Myles Garrett. So if he can line up across from him, learn from him, I like him as a 4-3 defensive end if he does turn into a good player. So that's a solid pick.
He's gonna have a great learning opportunity right there.
I like the Myles Garrett comparison a little bit just from body type. Body type, I like it, but play style, no way.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
Myles Garrett is a freaking animal, and you know what? You know who I compare it to? The other pass rusher, Olivier Vernon. Olivier Vernon is like Gregory Rousseau.
In terms of play style,
body type and the play style. Olivier Vernon, as far as the time with the Giants, was just like a freaking contained guy. He got a lot of pressures, but he never hit you, man. He never had that punch and that aggressiveness to him. So Gregory Rousseau may fit in with Cleveland. Who knows?
So I think Hub is actually up next because Mike just made that pick.
For sure. So I got the Ravens, which is a very interesting one. I mean, let's see. They need what do they need? Can you bring it up? They need a playmaker.
I think they need a wide receiver.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need a playmaker for sure. So I'm gonna be looking at wide receiver, keeping that in mind. Yeah, edge. They definitely need an edge. So the two things I'm looking at right now is going to be the available edges and the available playmakers. I see center as well. I don't really think that's a top need, but let's see the players here real quick, Diggy. Let's see what receivers are available.
Terrace Marshall.
I think this is a perfect chance to look at Terrace Marshall, Kadarius Toney.
I was thinking Toney out of Florida, but Marshall, of course, is also one of them. And then in terms of edge, who's there?
Joseph Osai is still on the board. Jalen Phillips is there, but I mean, it's just all about if you're concerned about the injury.
Yeah.
Jason Owe is there. Those are the top three
right
guys.
now. The Ravens, they have Boat Yannick and what's his name, man? I'm forgetting his name. 99.
I think Yannick's a free agent though.
But yeah, both of their free agents are free agents actually. Both of their edge rushers are free agents actually. I'm forgetting the other one's name for some reason, blanking. So they're either going to sign one or sign none because they're definitely not going to re-sign both of those guys. Both of them are looking for some type of contract. Matt Judon, that's who.
Yeah, they were.
So edge Joseph Asai is very, very realistic here. But I'm going to tell you right now, homie Kadarius Toney out of Florida is really tempting. I think he's somebody that would be nice on the end of the first round. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to go Kadarius Toney. It might be a little bit of a reach, but I'm looking at that playoff game and when Lamar was trying to be a pocket quarterback and then he actually kind of was Russell Wilson, but he was actually creating extra time and wide receivers just were not getting open to save their life. So they definitely need a playmaker, and I'm going to go with one.
All right, that's a solid pick. Shout out to Justin Hubner for the $2 super chat. If Leo leaves, do you think we should take pay? I'll say he's definitely on the board as a possibility. It just depends who else is on the board. What do you all think?
Pay would be a really nice replacement then, but it goes back to what you say. It depends who would be on the board. I wouldn't be mad if we take him because it would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad necessarily, but I would say, we got to start prioritizing the offense at some point. We got to start doing it at some point. So if we take Pay, I'm like, okay, we kind of filled in the need for Leonard Williams, but where's the wide receiver help? So I'd be okay with it. It would make sense. How about that? It would make sense, but I wouldn't necessarily be happy with it. Yeah.
All right. I think KB's on the clock.
Yes. So Saints. Let me check out those needs, man. Let me check out those needs because they've got.
And also remember,
they need a tight end, bro.
When we look at these needs, also remember that the Saints are negative $90 million in cap space right now.
Yeah. So they're going to be releasing a lot of players.
They're going to be making a lot of cuts.
Yeah.
All right, so linebacker, wide receiver, tight end. Is that corner? Is that quarterback, and safety. All right, so I don't necessarily think they need a wide receiver right now. I mean they've got who's next to Michael Todd? Traquan Smith and Deontay Harris. I guess they could use
Emmanuel Sanders.
But Emmanuel Sanders I think is a free agent. Because I think he signed a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see.
Don't forget about the tight ends now, because I think Jericho could be gone, especially after his performance.
Oh yeah.
I know. Yeah. So that could definitely be an option there. Let me check out the edge and DTs.
Okay, let's see. So Joseph Osai, like I said, is still there.
Okay.
Jason Owe is still there. Jalen Phillips there. And then you said defensive tackles?
Yeah.
Christian Barmore.
I love
sticks out
Barmore.
like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Barrymore.
Barrymore is amazing, man.
Now looking at, because I think Barrymore at DT is Osai. Man, that's a hard one. I want to go like flashy and just like freaking pick up Terrace Marshall here and just like over exaggerate on the wide receiver position a little bit and just go heavy on wide receiver, but just don't think it would be the smartest move. Being that they gotta try to keep that, because I think honestly it's the defense that they're really gonna release a lot of players for, because they got a lot of high paid guys over there on the defensive side of the ball. So you know what? I'm gonna go Joseph Osai, edge out of Texas.
I'm actually kind of surprised by that because they got Cam off the edge and Marcus off the other edge.
Yes, because but remember, there's going to be some guys being taken. I mean, there's going to be some guys being cut.
So you're saying one out of
there's going to be a lot of people getting cut.
Well, Marcus Davenport's still on his rookie contract. So
you think they're going to let go of Cam?
They could. They're negative 90 million.
I know they're negative 90, but he's like
he might be the highest paid right now. He might be the highest paid guy right now.
They're going to have to at least restructure.
If he's cut, somebody's going to get him on a steal because nobody's going to pay him that contract, but somebody's going to get him on an absolute steal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Gary Williams, the Dolphins have taken Rashad Bateman and Penei Sewell. All right, Mike Nixon, shout out for the $5 super chat. This is super fun. Can I join the mock draft you guys do? Mike, I'm going to have a different mock draft specifically for people in the chat. Maybe I'll have some people call in too, but definitely tune in for that. But right now I'm just going to just make these picks, all three of us. But in the future, we're definitely going to do some fan mocks.
And you up with the Bucks, man?
Oh, yeah, I'm up with the Bucks. All right. Tampa Bay, I know Done Deal is in the chat. What are you looking for? He's saying Bucks need to be at 32. We can't change the draft order, man.
I was going to say,
just consider it as the Bucks just have a steal.
If Osai didn't go, Osai would have made sense here, depending on what they do with Shaq Barrett, and Freiermuth could make sense here as well. Tight end.
Yeah, Pat Freiermuth can definitely make sense. Jalen Phillips is still on the board.
Yo, if you look at the Bucks, they might be the most complete team in the NFL. Where do you have a weakness?
They're stacked.
Their offensive line is solid. I mean, they could. You know what? I ain't trying to make the pick for you guys. They might use a tackle because my friend's a huge Bucks fan. He complains about the left tackle spot all the time.
DeVonta Smith is a problem.
Yeah, he's a garbage. So I mean, who knows?
There you go. That might be it.
I think I might go Sam Cosmi. That's what I was thinking. Cosmi. Other than that, I mean, they have the run stuffer in Vita Vea. They don't really need Barrymore. They have the wide receivers. They don't really need the tight end. They just took a safety, so I'm gonna go Sam Cosmi.
All right.
And now I think that's a pretty good pick. I'm out here with the Bills at 38 overall. Another team who's pretty good. I mean, the need that sticks out to me immediately is edge, because I think they could really use a next tier edge rusher.
Oh my God, yes.
But there's nobody here that I would take. Like I'm so. Oh man, bro! I wish you didn't take Joseph Osai because I would have mocked him to the Bills right here.
What about Penn State guy Owe?
Oh, Jason Owe.
I don't know if he's good. I don't know if I'll take him here though. Like don't be surprised if he drops to like mid-second round, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Another thing I'm looking at is because Freiermuth is still on the board. I'm also trying to think of the Bills tight end who they have, and I wouldn't be surprised. Dawson Knox.
Yeah, Freiermuth is in play.
What happened?
I said Freiermuth is in play.
Yeah, for sure.
That wouldn't be a bad pick.
Exactly. What are the other like official team needs here on PFN? Let's see what it is.
Because edge first, tight end, cornerback.
Literally, yeah, edge. I'm like edge and tight end gotta be at the top of the list. Corner, tackle, and is that offensive guard?
Yeah, offensive guard.
Yeah, they got rid of Quentin Spain earlier.
So yeah, like corner, like both Tyson Campbell and Eric Stokes are here, two guys I think that are really good. But I mean, you got the Bills secondary, in my opinion, is pretty good, man. So I don't think they're going to be taking anybody in the first round, like a corner. Circling back around to edge and tight end, I'll just go with Pat Freiermuth out of Penn State. You know, second best tight end in the class.
That's a solid pick.
Definitely somebody that could help out in like all facets of the tight end game, basically. And I could see that happening.
He can lead block for.
He could block really well. Yeah,
lead block for Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, that would be a match made in
Like
heaven. For him.
I see him literally pull like a tackle. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous.
People have said he's basically a tackle playing tight end when it comes to blocking.
He's
Yeah,
amazing.
and if there's any team that could afford to use a first round pick on a tight end, it's
definitely
the
the
Buffalo
Bills.
Bills. Yeah, they really don't have too much. They're in championship mode. I got the Packers now, right? I got the Packers.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I got the Packers now. Obviously their glaring need has been wide receiver for such a long time. And they obviously elected to take a running back in the second round last year, and then taking quarterback in the first round last year. So I'm gonna say they actually addressed the need here. I'm gonna have them going Terrace Marshall, and picking up another wide receiver. I know.
Great pick.
Obviously, Aaron Rodgers is on a huge tear this year. I mean, he may not necessarily need another wide receiver because DeVonta Adams has been doing everything, but it'll be nice to have more options.
Give him one anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have more options.
That's a great pick, man. Straight up and down the board.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
So I got the last pick. They got Kansas City at number 32. And
AB was saying the Bucks are like the most stacked team. What does KC need, bro? Straight up.
Kansas City,
I think they
was going to go linebacker.
Linebackers. I think defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I was going to think linebacker. They have that right in the middle. Offensive tackle, offensive guard is at the top for them.
Well, Chaz Surratt in terms of linebacker is definitely still there. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, I would not be surprised if he goes at the very, very end of the first round.
Nick Bolton, Surratt. Well, they got him way down here, I think.
Oh, they're saying he's a third round player, basically.
Oh, yeah, they got him. Yep. They got him way down here.
If we're going to go with the big board, you guys mentioned corner. The two corners out of Georgia are still there as well.
Let's see. Let's look back at what their needs were. Says they don't really need a corner. I think that they could use one. I mean,
it's saying offensive line.
Yeah, Kansas City always needs a corner.
That's what I'm saying. They could definitely use one.
A corner.
I mean, Tyson Campbell, Eric Stokes wouldn't be bad here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Eric Stokes. And that's going to be the last pick. So chat, this stream isn't over right here. We're going to go right back through. We're going to do trades. See how complicated that gets. But let's
we should switch up the order too. If you want to switch up the order, make it more interesting.
Do that. Trevor Lawrence won. I'll just do a quick slow scroll. Justin Fields.
And I really do think the draft could end up something like this. I really do think so.
Yeah, this is a pretty. I guess that's the plus when you have three different people picking.
Yeah. Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. All right. So yeah, there's another look. We're gonna hit start a new sim. All right. So this time we're gonna do trades.
Yeah, this time there are trades involved.
And it's gonna be fun.
KB, you can start it off.
Oh snap!
Let's just go in reverse order.
All right,
okay, that works. So okay, how do you want to do the trades? Because we're gonna have to like, I guess the only way we can do this is like trading back.
Yeah.
If we're doing any of the trades, it doesn't really matter. Like, we don't have to worry about what future picks we're trading, because at the end of the day, it'll just be a swap of picks either way in the first round, and we're only doing one round. So it doesn't have to be too complicated. So anytime we feel like trading back, we can just say, I trade back.
Okay. All right. So number one overall pick. I wish I could make this complicated, but it's not. Trevor Lawrence coming off the board. Imagine they go Justin Fields, man, because of Urban Meyer, man. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be.
All right.
So
I yield back.
I actually now I'm back in number 2. I mean, I don't mind being back in number 2.
Unless
you want to take a snap at it.
So what do you want to do? Yeah, we can do it that way. I can go next. Number 2, because you picked the Jets last time. So yeah,
and I think I took Fields.
Okay, so for the sake of it not being redundant, I'm not going to take Fields here. So what I'm going to do,
mix up the draft.
What I'm going to do actually is trade back.
I knew it. Our first trade,
man.
And now we have to look at what teams we think are going to want to trade up to take this quarterback, and that could possibly be the Lions, because Maybe the Lions need to move up because Matt Stafford goes to the Colts or something, or maybe who else do you think will want to move up? Panthers?
I think that the team that could trade up that nobody sees trading up could be the 49ers.
That could definitely happen too.
Yeah.
Damn,
they would need a lot of.
They would have to give up a lot to come from 12 to 2, though.
Lot, yeah.
First on first, bro.
They probably have to make 2 moves.
Mm-hmm. Or you know what? Maybe what's you said Lions. I was thinking Panthers. I
was definitely thinking Panthers.
Panthers could do it as well.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trade back with the Panthers. NFC South, Panthers. Trades with the Jets. 8, 2. None of this other stuff matters. They don't have 2 first rounders or anything. So
yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Whatever. It doesn't really matter. All right. Decline.
Oh, you don't get a chance to decide.
Just offer your whole first round pick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it that way.
Everything
All
else.
Right, so
they said nope.
That's hilarious.
They said nope. I thought since we're playing,
exactly, we're all GM.
Go right through. Yeah,
that's pretty cool though. PFN did think this out.
All right, so they're gonna give up the 8. They're gonna give up the 2.
Just select Carolina's second. Yeah, everything, bro. There you go.
All right. They better accept
that.
I
would do it. I would go crazy if it declined.
Okay. So the Panthers and the Jets have swapped spots.
The Panthers gave them their entire draft capital.
Exactly. They gave up their entire draft because they believe that much.
Mac Jones better be the guy.
And I'm just gonna have the Panthers take Justin Fields here.
All right.
And now,
you're up next.
And number 3, the Dolphins, kind of in a spot that they were last time. I don't want to go wide receiver. I'm not going wide receiver. At the same time, I don't want to go Penny Sewell again, but I also don't want to make 2 trades in a row. So I am going to go Penny Sewell again. And it's just one of those picks that I think makes a lot of sense. And I said it when KB did it last time as well. There's no reason that they shouldn't go Penny Sewell at 3, in my opinion.
Eli with some strong words.
Bro, Eli, you got to realize the trash. Well, not trash, but the subpar team that Clemson was forming around Trevor Lawrence in that bowl game. Bro.
I mean, did you see Fields in his championship? I mean, I mean, come on now. All right. So, that's interesting. Panthers take Zach Wilson over Justin Fields. Listen, I won't be surprised if Zach Wilson gets taken over Justin Fields just by recency, just by what we saw recently from both of these guys. So, all right, so I got the 4th overall pick, and due to the fact that Zach Wilson was taken last time, although I think it will be a nice move here for the Falcons, I'm actually going to stray away from that. And, do I want to go wide receiver this high when I still have Julio and Calvin? I don't know if I want to do that, but at the same time, oh, man. Decisions over here, man. I've seen a lot of times Micah Parsons being mocked this high.
I have seen it as well, yeah.
I've seen it. I don't know if I would do it. Like I said, that's just me logically thinking. This guy only had a couple of snaps, pretty much, and for him to be taken 4th overall. As a solid player, I'm going to take Jamar Chase, wide receiver at LSU. Weird take. Weird pick. Weird pick. But at this point,
what?
I'm taking best player available. I think this is if I'm not taking quarterback. I don't, logically speaking, I do not like Micah Parsons over Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is a proven guy, and obviously,
I gotta ask why you don't go Zach Wilson there.
No, because I did it intentionally because it just mixed it up. I want to have fun.
I was going to say, Shreyas, the reason we didn't take Zach Wilson here is because
last round.
We just did it. Yeah, we just.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it interesting. I want to see where Zach Wilson will fall. Otherwise, So
I do want to say
Nixon for the $5 super chat. The Falcons could trade down. That's
a possibility too. If they don't like Zach Wilson, which I don't know how you wouldn't,
They're probably trading down.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, just a quick disclaimer: the logical pick here is Zach Wilson, but I'm just spicing things up. Okay.
As Mr. C. Bands would say, respect. I don't know what to talk about, bro. That's funny because C. Bands, AJ Green, the wide receiver trainer, not the actual wide receiver, he follows C. Bands, and AJ Green just last week was out there training Jamar Chase. That's so funny.
Oh,
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm up with the Bengals. Penei Sewell is gone again. This time Jamar Chase is gone. Man.
Edward Chen, the realistic one was like last. We're trading down.
Yeah, the more realistic one is, yeah.
Like, it's not like we're going to go crazy here, but we're going to throw in a little sprinkle.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, you know, in these drafts, when the real draft happens, you know there are bad picks. Everybody knows there are bad picks. So if anything, this may be realistic. I wouldn't say Jamar Chase is a bad pick, but yeah.
Yeah, have a good one, Mike.
Later, Mike.
But definitely, okay, I'm still on the clock. DeVonta Smith is in play. I was just going to say linebacker is in play, but just the same argument that KB made as far as do you take Micah Parsons over the proven receivers? That's interesting. Last time we went Jamar Chase. This time I'm going to take Caleb Farley because they have a huge need at corner.
They do.
I like that pick, bro. I really
the Bengals defense right now is led by their safeties. Just build up that secondary.
Yeah.
And I got the Eagles, and I'm Howie Roseman, so I'm probably going to make a terrible pick. Obviously, what they're looking at is Parsons or a receiver.
You're going to say Terrace Marshall, aren't you?
What I really want to do is make a trade because I want to at least with one of my picks make a trade, but I don't see any team, actually trading up here. Like I said, we're going to be crazy every now and then, but like I just can't see any team trading up to number 6 to pick anybody. So last time the Eagles went wide receiver, so I'm going to go Micah Parsons here at 6. They've never drafted a linebacker in their first round for like the past 5 years, and it's a big need for them. So is wide receiver, but a lot of Eagles fans would be happy if they take Parsons because it's been such a long time since they had a linebacker.
Yeah, I like that pick, but I can give you a trade partner.
Who?
For Zach Wilson is still on the.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking 49ers, but guess what? I think
that makes the trade a lot easier.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking 49ers, but guess what? The Jets are up at number 8, and I was thinking that Zach Wilson falls to the Jets there at 8.
Oh,
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought about that, KB, and I saw right there the Jets. I'm like, they could still get their QB.
So now we have to decide who's up next. KB's up next, right?
KB's up next with the Lions, and then it's you with the Jets.
So, all right. So I hate to burst your bubble about the Jets.
Oh, going Zach Wilson?
No, let me give it some thought a little bit. All right. So, let's check out. Now I already know who's on the board for wide receiver. Obviously, they took a corner last year, Jeff Okudah, right? Linebacker, nobody's available. Kwity Paye is an option here, but I don't think you would take Kwity Paye over anybody else. Like
I still think that Surtain is in play. I do.
Surtain's in play, but they just took Jeff Okudah.
Okudah was like injured his rookie year or something, I think.
I know, but like 2 corners in the top 10, I don't know if they would do that. But I mean, if you want to like make sure that position is set, you can. Obviously, a lot of teams have that philosophy where they overload positions, and it works out. Look at the Cowboys and wide receivers, right?
So wide receivers in play here.
Yeah, wide receivers. Oh yeah. So I'm thinking Zach Wilson or DeVonta Smith here. Like I think Diggy had this pick last time, right?
Yeah, I think I did.
I know somebody was talking about how Waddle is an option here, but at the same time, you want a bigger body wide receiver for this Lions team, a guy to just bomb it down deep for that 50-50 ball.
You could argue that Waddle is bigger, at least in terms of weight.
Yeah, he's definitely bigger in weight.
Oh, yeah, he plays bigger. Yeah, that's for sure. But I'm going to take because I'm trying to set something up for later on for Giants. So, screw you, Jets. I'm taking Zach Wilson, Zach Wilson, quarterback.
So you're just assuming Matt Stafford is gone?
If he listen,
You
his
see
wife,
he gets freed. Somebody frees him.
happy wife, happy life. His wife hates Detroit, hates it,
I
complains
think
about.
Matt Stafford will be in Indiana.
Man,
I would love it, bro. I just want
tell you
somebody to
right
free my guy, bro. He's been
tell you right
suffering for so long.
if the Giants are not part of a Super Bowl run next year, wherever Matt Stafford goes, I don't care if he's with the Patriots. I want this guy to win a ring.
Me too. I
I
love
want
it.
this guy and win a playoff game. He hasn't won a
Hopefully,
playoff game yet.
I
So-
think he's won one.
No, he's been eliminated at every single one of them.
No, I think he won one. The year where there
Was it
was like a. Oh, you might be right. You might be
Because
right.
remember, they would have won that one against the Cowboys.
Yeah, they got cheated though.
They got
Okay,
cheated
yeah.
with that bad pass interference call.
Bro, I
So-
feel Stafford, like Matt Stafford, I'm right there with KB. He's like one of our favorite QBs. He's so
I
underrated.
Matt
So
Stafford, man.
just suffered throughout his entire career, bro.
Everybody would have been saying that Matt Stafford is a borderline Hall of Famer already in his career if he was on a better team.
If he
The
was
Lions have ruined a lot of people.
bro.
Yep.
But let's get into this next pick. The Jets hit number 8. They are sick because Zach Wilson goes one pick ahead of them.
Screw you, Jets.
The Panthers, they won that trade. Looks like it so far. Now the Jets, apparently, if they're trading back this far, they're sticking with Sam Darnold. And as much as I hate it for my Giants, the Jets are going to have to take DeVonta Smith here.
I was actually thinking that they would go on.
I try to set this up, Dickie. I took Zach Wilson so I could get DeVonta Smith to fall, and you just
I
kill my dream.
I gotta say, I low key disagree with this pick because their defense is straight trash, and they just got a defensive coach.
Yeah, but who's there? I mean, I guess you can say Denzel Mims is okay at wide receiver.
I know, but the reason, not even that, I was like, if, like, let's say this happens and a QB is gone, I think that they 100% would go a cornerback right here, or they might even reach on Kwity Paye to replace Leonard Williams for them. You know what I'm saying? Just because they got their defensive head coach over there.
Fair. I would say it's debatable because although I love a guy like Farley, I'm so high on Farley. But as far as my big board goes, I have Smith over Farley. But like you said, in these drafts, they make a lot of picks that we don't see coming. A lot of whatever. So I could see them taking defense here because of Robert Saleh.
All right, so who's next up? Hub is next, right?
Yeah, I'm out here right here with the Denver Broncos, man. And the Broncos, last time I think we went Surtain for them at number 9 corner. Pull up their team needs again. What in the world do the Broncos need right now? They're looking for...
Yeah, running back is way too high.
Way too high for running back. Obviously, Surtain would make sense again. Linebackers there, edges there. Safety. I said I want to do a trade, but just like last time, no type of trade makes sense here because Wilson is gone. So, I mean, yeah, I'll go Surtain out of Alabama. Just makes sense. Maybe it's fated to be. Who knows?
All right. So Dallas fan gets the damn Dallas pick. So I got Kid Green, and now I'm Dallas fan again. So, all right. So we took Kwity Paye last time, and like I said, I want to stay a little different, right? Kwity Paye went 10.
Yeah, Kwity Paye went. Yeah.
So their next need would probably stay on the defense. They can't go offensive line.
I mean, they could go Kyle Pitts.
That's possible. Yeah.
Could go Kyle Pitts, and it could go Kyle Pitts here. I love Caleb Farley, man. I really love Caleb Farley, but let's screw over. Oh, he's gone, right?
Yeah. Farley went.
Oh, Farley went high. Oh, yeah, Farley. That's to Cincinnati. All right, so I will take Kyle Pitts, tight end out of Florida.
Kyle Pitts.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're still trying to figure out their tight end position.
Anybody that's just joining, we already did a mock draft, and this is us just trying not to pick the same players again. So
yeah,
that's why we went Kyle Pitts here. This is a luxury pick. And Dak is going to have like 6,000 yards.
Yeah.
Yo, I just noticed how much freaking offensive time. And Cowboys fans are going to be pissed.
But they're probably going to lose Michael Gallup, though. So think of it as a replacement for Michael Gallup.
Yeah. But Cowboys fans are going to be pissed. They want defense so bad over there, and screw you guys.
You're up with the Giants, man.
Oh, I got the pick this time.
Yeah,
Okay, last time we took Jalen Waddle.
we should still take Jalen
I
Waddle.
think they at this
Yeah.
point, let's not overcomplicate it.
Right.
We're going Jalen Waddle this
You know,
time.
maybe just like Surtain to Denver, maybe Waddle to the Giants is meant to be, bro. Who knows?
It seems like it. It seems
Yeah.
like it.
And I mean, I wouldn't mean like I said, I would not be mad at all, man. I really wouldn't. He would be a playmaker that we need. 12 here with the Niners. I think last time we went Mac Jones for the 49ers. This time, okay, I'm gonna do my trade. I don't know if it makes much sense. The New England Patriots are gonna trade up with San Fran to get Mac Jones. And the reason 49ers are going along with this is because they're hoping Trey Lance falls to them at 15, which is just a couple picks away. So the Patriots are going to trade up. They don't want their guy in Jones to be gone. Let's see if we can make this trade happen.
I'm trying to select.
You can't.
They said no. It's a terrible trade.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, man, he gets it. He gets it correct.
15, 12.
Sneaky.
And then give him like the second and third as well. Bam.
They gotta accept that.
And yeah, the Patriots, they take Mac Jones, very Patriots-esque quarterback in the sense that he could be plug and play as long as he has a good coaching around him and, you know, good pieces. Well, which I guess with the rest of the Patriots draft will be trying to get the pieces around them.
Yeah. Who? Mac Jones. All right. So we got the Chargers up next. And let me take a look at their needs real quick, Diggy.
Let's see.
Because I know last time we went Rashawn Slater, and that just seems like the best pick at this point. They got corner, guard, and wide receiver. I don't see how wide receivers really need. But I know corner's a little bit of a need because I know Casey Hayward's getting a little older. Desmond King, they traded away.
Melvin Ingram is probably going to be leaving too, I think.
Yeah, Melvin Ingram's going to leave. I think a good pick here could be Kwity Paye. They need some. I forgot if they went back to it. They went back to a 4-3 if I'm not mistaken too. So
I think so.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Kwity Paye here, edge out of Michigan.
Yeah, and one thing about the Chargers that they have Joey Bosa. And Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa are the most technically sound defensive ends in the league.
I couldn't agree more, man.
Like, they have the best hand fighting, like the best in the league. So if he can learn pass rush moves from anybody, Joey Bosa is the perfect person.
I love the Bosa brothers, man. Both of those guys, in all my years in scouting, those two guys, as far as edge rushers go, are the top of my list, man.
Listen, bro, the Mannings were made to throw the football. The Bosas were made to kill the Mannings.
Yeah.
And the Watts, yeah.
Yeah, and the Watts.
The Watts, yeah.
All right,
and
so
Vikings. Who do? Because I had the Vikings last time. Does anybody remember who I went?
Wait, who just made the last pick? That was I think this is my pick right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have it. I'm trying to remember who I picked for them last time.
Vikings, I cannot remember last time. I think we might have taken. No, I think we might have taken.
Not a Wusu. No. I think I might have went Darisaw here.
I think you did.
Because a Wusu fell to Vegas.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so.
And Darisaw's out of what?
Darisaw is out of Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
I can't remember in my head.
Okay, Vikings. Barremore's kind of high. This time I'm going to go with Ojulari.
Ojulari?
I'm going to go with Ojulari for the Vikings.
I bet. I mean, Everson Griffin's no longer there.
And
all they got is Daniil Hunter, so that makes sense. Yeah. And then I'm here with the 49ers, who I just made the trade with, and yeah, they're going to go Trey Lance, get their quarterback in the future. Hopefully the guy that's going to be their franchise man. And yeah, that makes sense right there.
Washington is punching the air right now.
Yeah, Washington was hoping somebody was going to drop to them.
All right, so let's see here. Now, if I do trade back, do I have to trade back with a team that I have or no?
No. You just trade back with a team that you think makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's two teams I think can make a jump here. And I am going to go, you know what? I'm gonna say the Colts do it here because the Colts are a team that don't really have a lot of needs. I know they have a tackle need. I'm gonna have them trading up 216. Cardinals are gonna trade down, and I think because they want to leapfrog Chicago, they want to leapfrog Washington. These are two teams that can go quarterback here. I was gonna have Chicago coming up, but they just made a mistake before in trading up for a quarterback. I don't think they want to do that again. So I'm gonna say Indianapolis goes up and gets. Wait. Trey Lance didn't come off the board yet. He did come off.
Just
the
went
board.
off.
He literally came off just now, bro. What are you paying attention? See, bro, hold up. He was the last pick. I think KB, bro.
You know what? God damn it! They're going Kyle Trask.
I'm gonna expose you right now. This man has not been paying attention to the last 4 picks, but that was the whole reason I had San Fran trade down.
No, the whole reason, why I didn't see Trey Lance come off is because I was already like trying to like think about who's gonna trade up for it, and so I was not aware of that damn pick. That God damn it! So they're just there. They're just right there.
I'm like, hold up, Kibble does not like.
We're gonna take freaking Kellen Mond, dude.
So the Colts have traded up, but they don't know who they want to take.
Thank God this is not a road draft.
I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, he doesn't like Kyle Trask.
Can you imagine if the Colts did this and they're like, dude, Trey Lance just came off the board. Oh,
like, what? Take Sam Ellinger.
Oh God, Ellinger. Oh my God, dude. I am so sorry, guys. So technical difficulties.
Bro, just trade your pick back. It's not that hard.
Yeah, trade the pick back.
Trade it back to the. Okay. Yo, is that gonna work? Trade back to the Cardinals, bro.
That's hilarious. So I think that'll work.
It never happened. It will be like it never happened.
Oh, he's gotta try to scroll down.
It's right there. Yeah,
Hopefully
they're like,
they give me.
Bro, just do
give me
21.
I'm gonna just have to do everything. Well, no, it's coming from here. I'll just give them their picks back. I don't want your pick.
Facts.
Take your picks back. That should work.
Declined.
Oh,
What?
They said no.
All right. Okay. This is gonna work.
Yeah.
No. What you have to do it the other way around. Click cancel. It should be that the Cardinals are proposing. That's why it was probably declined.
You think so?
Yeah, cancel. Click the trade again, and this time select Cardinals first, right? Because they're gonna be the ones giving up, right? And they trade with No, go back to the AFC.
You sure? I thought you were saying the Cardinals need to.
He didn't choose the Cardinals yet.
Oh, you didn't choose the Cardinals?
Okay.
Yeah, it hit cancel. Okay, Cardinals.
Bear with us, guys. It's all my fault.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh God.
You click next. The next button popped up. That's why.
Oh, okay, let's see.
You had it selected, but just click next after.
Next up, Colts.
Yeah, Sharias just said in the comments, imagine if this happened in real life. A GM
Exactly. Like, I don't know who I want to pick.
Yeah, he was busy on the phone with other teams and then just goes up to and trades and like, oh damn, our guy's already gone.
Bam.
If they don't accept that,
all right.
Okay.
Like
there you go.
Cardinals are back home.
What are you guys talking about? We didn't trade. All right, so 16. We're here at 16. Back at 16. Arizona's back at 16. Let me take a look at their needs real quick. Let's see what our guys' needs are. We got offensive tackle. We've got cornerback. You know what? They can actually use a tackle. You know, screw that. Let's go. Let's see who's available at tackle. This time,
My guy Darisaw.
Rashawn
Slater
is still there. That is a freaking gem right there. That is a steal. Go ahead and take Rashawn Slater. You know, their right tackle spot is already fine. I believe DJ Humphries moved to the right tackle spot, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or is he still at left? I don't know. But either way, they still need a tackle badly, and they get one here.
Here we go. All right, I guess I'm up next. Yep. Raiders at 17. There's no Henry Rose on the board to take.
Yeah. Last time I went because he dropped.
So we went Owusu. Yeah, that's the perfect Raiders kind of pick.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be mad if it happens again.
Let's see. I'm thinking if they
Oh, they need corner and
I was
Horn.
thinking, do they need corner? Because if they need corner, I'm taking J.C. Horn, and it looks like they do. So I'm going to take J.C. Horn right here.
Exactly.
And
Just
I
a
think
smart.
that the Raiders are a really good team. They have a lot of good places, good pieces. So I think that'll help them out.
And I'm here with the Dolphins. I picked for them earlier, Penny Sewell, same as last round. And I'm probably going to do the same thing and go with Rashad Bateman, also same as last round from their 18th overall pick. This is just a win-win combination here. You can't go wrong right here if
Dream
you're the Dolphins.
team.
Yeah, I love Rashad Bateman to the Dolphins there. All right, so I'm up next already. All right, damn, I picked for all the freaking NFC East except the Giants in these past two drafts. I'm up next with Washington. Now Washington needs a lot.
They need a quarterback. They need the offensive line.
They need a quarterback, offensive lineman. And you know what? Last time they chose Leatherwood, right? And that seems like the pick that makes sense here. Let's see what else is available. Let's get funky.
I mean, Darrell's available.
Yeah, Darisaw is there.
Yeah, Darisaw.
They could use a linebacker. They could use one.
They could use one. Who knows if they? I want to school over Washington because obviously we're rivals, but at the same time, I'll try to get a little logical here. I'm gonna go Christian Darrisaw, tackle out of Virginia Tech. I know probably they'll go the Alabama guy, but Darrisaw is there. I don't see how you shouldn't pick him up.
Yeah.
Okay. And their quarterbacks are known for going down. Kyle Allen.
Oh man, they can't block.
Yeah, and even the new guy Taylor Heineke. I mean, these guys are just all they're getting beat up. So yeah.
Yep. So the Bears at 19, at 20. Let's see what their needs are. Even though we all just made these picks, we still forgot the needs. Receiver is not a good spot. Quarterback is not a good spot. Tight end, they say, is a need. We already took Kyle Pitts. Where did he go? Oh, okay. 10 to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, this is really high for tight end. Bears edge. Let's see what's their edge. I'm going to do something that is risky, and I'm going to take Jalen Phillips because I like Jalen Phillips a lot. It's just about the injuries, but if he's healthy, maybe the Bears are the only team that liked his health and they did, their physicals and everything. And him across from Khalil Mack, he gets to learn from him for a couple of years. And I think that's a solid pick if he's healthy. He's healthy, because he just retired 2 years ago. He had to come back out of retirement.
The absolute disrespect that's the Miami edge that goes ahead of Miami edge ahead of Rousseau.
He took his jersey number and everything.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. Got him. All right, so 21. That's you, Kush, right?
I think so. Let me see what the Colts' knee is.
Oh, let's see.
You suck, Rousseau.
Edge, corner, tackle, receiver, because obviously quarterback isn't in play here. Yeah. I'm looking at this right now. Let's see the draft board. Let's just go. Just click all. Let's see. What you saying, KB?
I said that TY might be gone too.
Yeah, it might need it, but it's no receivers. I mean, maybe Kadarius Toney, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I could see he's definitely going to go in around the 20s, but I'm thinking late 20s, right? Yeah. Edge, I'm not going to go Rousseau. Linebacker is not a need as much as I would love to go Jeremiah here. They said wide receiver, edge. Do they need? Yeah, I mean, last time we went AVT because Costanzo retired.
Yeah,
and AVT makes sense once again here. But for the sake of changing it up, I'll go Joseph Asai because edge is a need, and I'll go him over Rousseau.
Cool. All right. He's a good player. So we got the Titans up next.
All right. Titans up. Tighten up. All right. Let's see. Their needs are
before you get into that, let's answer this question. What do you guys think about Heineke?
As far I've said this in the stream before, I think Heineke is not their future at quarterback, but he's definitely a guy that whether or not Washington goes quarterback this year, which I think they should, even if they don't, I feel like Taylor Heineke can hold it down for a year until they get a guy like a bridge quarterback,
Yeah, I think he could be a solid bridge.
Taylor Heineke's not their franchise guy.
Not at all.
He's a guy you would trust. I mean, it's only been one game, of course, but he's a guy that obviously is willing to hold down the team, obviously. So I think he would be like a Tyrod Taylor or a Teddy Bridgewater, a guy that you are kind of confident in to finish off a season, but not a guy you're looking 5 years with, So
and they have to re-sign him.
Right, exactly. So I like Taylor Heineke. I really do. I've liked him ever since he was with the Minnesota Vikings. And so I've always thought he had some kind of potential, but I just don't think he's a franchise guy now.
All right. So you can go ahead and make your pick with the Titans.
All right. So the Titans' big need of theirs is edge. They've struggled to get a real good pass rush, even though their defense has been pretty solid. The guys that they've signed last year, Vic Beasley and David Clowney, just didn't do anything. You could go a linebacker again here. I know Rashaan Evans has been all right. You could go Owusu here. I'm definitely not going edge. You look at their wide receivers right now, not looking fantastic. I mean, AJ Brown's a freaking monster, but you might lose Corey Davis. I think you got Adam Humphries as your other option there. Not great there for Ryan Tannehill. Man, they can go in different spots here. They got Johnny Smith at tight end. Let me take a look at the wide receiver options.
Tony.
We got Tony, Terrace Marshall, Rondell Moore.
Tony. All right. Let's see here. Man, this is a hard one for
Yeah, it is.
Because if we look at the edge guys, I mean, there's not anybody I would really be dying to take.
Why not just go Owusu? Because he'll just be a great addition to them, to their defense.
He is. Yeah, I just don't know who else is that linebacker that I don't think I got Evans there, but I don't know who else.
Owusu, Zaven Collins. Oh, you mean actually on their team? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I'll go someone like a BPA here. I'll take Owusu.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I cannot see Kadarius Toney going to the Titans. I can't see it.
And we got the Jets again. Last time we gave them Najee Harris. Elijah Vera Tucker could be in play here. Who did we end up giving them at quarterback? They're staying with Sam Darnold. They took DeVonta Smith.
The Jets?
I
Yeah.
think I don't think they picked the quarterback.
They didn't pick the quarterback.
They picked DeVonta Smith, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you made DeVonta Smith, yeah.
Okay, so they just spent that Jayon Brown, yeah, he is on the Titans. Najee Harris makes a lot of sense here, but they do have a lot of other needs, and they did take a wide receiver that first time. Mm-hmm. So they have their number one need at cornerback and edge on defense. So I just don't think it matches up. So I'm just going to take, but they just took that offensive tackle last year in the first round. I'm just going to take Najee Harris again. I think it just, you need a running back, man.
Yeah, so badly. They couldn't get anything on the ground. The Giants started out struggling on in running, but nobody struggled all year more than the Jets running the ball.
So we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, the frauds at 24. What are their team needs? QB is not in play here. I mean, yeah, man. Pull up their team needs. What are their team needs, man? Let's see here.
They have quarterback as number one.
Running back, tight end, tackle, center. You know what? Let's see who the number one center in the class is. Let's go Creed Humphrey. People might say it's a reach. Technically, it is when you go for the entire big board. The number one center.
I seen him go in the first round in one or two matches.
Yeah, I could see it happening. I'm gonna go Creed Humphrey here. They definitely need center.
That's possible. There's always one center that goes in the first round.
Bro, Super Bowl 48. They definitely need a center, bro.
I seen Landon Dickerson as well going a couple first rounds as well.
Oh
so,
yeah.
yeah. All right, so I'm on the clock with Jacksonville. All right, so Jacksonville. Let me take a look at their corners.
Corners left or Jacksonville's corners?
Yeah, right here. So at 25 here, they may want to go corner. You know, they've gotten rid of a lot of talent on the defense side of the ball because they're trying to like reset their whole team. I mean, you may look at wide receiver. DJ Chark is okay. I mean, who else they have at wide receiver? I mean, Keelan Cole,
Yeah.
DJ Chark. Oh, man, these are not favorable options here. Damn. Let's see, and you got to give Trevor Lawrence a weapon, man. So you know what? Let's go a little ballsy here. Let's say Kadarius Toney stays in Florida and he goes to Jacksonville. Kadarius Toney.
Wow.
Yeah, I like Kadarius Toney a lot.
Yeah, you know what Kadarius Toney reminds me of is Alvin Kamara. Even though they play a different position,
Yeah, he does.
He reminds me a lot of Alvin Kamara.
He really does. So I'm up next, actually. Let's see. I got the Browns again. Last time we gave the Browns Greg Rousseau. Let's see what their needs are. Edge is number one. They have. Why am I forgetting their number one corner? Desmond.
Who?
I'm forgetting the Browns' number one corner, but they have a solid number one corner right now.
At Ohio State, right?
I don't know how I'm forgetting.
Denzel Ward.
Yeah, there we go. I was going to say Desmond Ward. Denzel Ward. Could they get someone across from him? Eric Stokes, I like the best out of these two. Looking back, yeah, Denzel Ward. They're saying in the chat.
I believe they have Terrence Mitchell on the other side of.
Oh yeah, they need a cornerback.
Terrence Mitchell's so garbage.
Yeah, I'll just take Eric Stokes. I'll take Terrence Mitchell is just Greedy Williams. I forgot.
Oh, Greedy.
I would have made that pick if I remember Greedy Williams.
I forgot about Greedy Williams.
He got injured last year. I didn't even remember him.
So I'm out here with Baltimore again, and I think last time I went Kadarius Toney, who's already off the board for Baltimore. So this time, let me see their needs. I have a player in mind, but if it lines up with their needs, I'll go there. Baltimore, it does not line up. You know what? I'm going to go Christian Barmore. They need a defensive tackle. Get them Christian Barmore, the best one in this class.
Okay.
And that's right around where he's supposed to go, too.
Solid pick.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on the. Oh man, it's going pretty fast now. All right, so Saints are on the clock. Last time I chose edge. I'm gonna go on the offensive side of the ball. Now their wide receiver situation is so. Obviously, you got Mike Thomas there, Mr. Slant Route himself. But other than that, I mean, they don't really have a lot of. I don't know if they bring back Emmanuel Sanders. Deontay Harris is obviously not. He's a fine option, but still just pretty much a returner at that. You got Traquan Smith over there, but odds are you're gonna have to. It's either gonna be Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston playing quarterback next year. So I am going to go, and they have one of the best offensive lines of football as well. So I'm going to give them another weapon on offense. And is Terrence Marshall still there?
Yep.
I'm going to take Terrace Marshall.
All right.
Wow,
so,
no more love, huh?
I'm going to go.
I said no Rondale Moore love.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, never watched film on that dude. I don't even know how he's rated that high.
Rondale Moore?
Yeah.
I like Rondale Moore a lot. He's a pure slot receiver. But my comp for him, I mean, he could possibly play on the outside. My comp for him is Steve Smith, the good Steve Smith. Even though we have a great Steve Smith that was on the Giants, the Hall of Fame Steve Smith.
The Panther.
He's like a little receiver that's really strong, that breaks tackles, that is physical in his routes, and he's really fast. So he's going to be a good player. He would just probably be the best in the slot.
Okay. Second guy.
They said Rondale Morgan. Yeah, he has some drops too. But this is shaping out to be the same people picking these last couple of picks. So I'm going to go back to the hub to make the Bucks pick.
Yeah, sure. Because I realized I was going to end up doing the Bills one. But for the Bucks, We were talking earlier about them. What are really their team needs if you could pull it up. Not much that comes to mind. Edge, tackle. Do they really need a running back? I mean, they got
Got two solid
they got
ones.
two, so they don't really need a running back. Last time KB went with offensive tackle, which could make sense again here. Wouldn't mind doing that. Depending on what happens with JPP and Shaq Barrett, edge is definitely in play. So I'm definitely going to be deciding right now between edge and tackle. Let's see what's available there in terms of those two positions.
So tackle, you got Elijah Vera Tucker and Leatherwood, and Sam Cosmi possibly. And then as far as edge, you got Rousseau, you got Owe, Patrick Jones. Yeah, you'd be really reaching down.
PFN is the only website that I've seen having Ronnie Perkins ranked that high. Every other website,
man.
I'm talking like Walter Football, PFF, Draft Network, Draft Scout, Fansided. Like every other website has Ronnie Perkins as like a third, fourth round pick. I've never seen him ranked that high.
That's really high.
That is super high for Ronnie Perkins. And I'm saying that because he's in my mock.
Yeah,
I have him in my mock. He is not a second round, borderline first round player at all. But you know what? I'm gonna go with AVT here. So it's same position but different player because I think last time we went Sam
last
Cosmi.
Time we went Cosmi, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go AVT. Definitely a great pick here at offensive tackle.
Okay. So this time I got the Bills pick, and I think last time we went Pat Fryermuth.
Yeah, last time Pat Fryermuth.
What are their needs besides that? Edge, corner. I would have taken Eric Stokes right here, but I forgot they had Greedy Williams.
Stop sleeping on Tyson Campbell, though.
Tyson Campbell, yeah. Let's see. They got a solid secondary though. I'd never really look at their games and say their secondary is horrible.
Secondary, yeah. Even what's his name? The guy that had the pick six. He was a draft pick for them a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
he's working out.
Yeah, no, they don't corner help that much. I don't know what.
I'm not gonna go corner, and I'm tight end is possible again. Maybe that's one of the match made in heaven picks.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go. They have guarders there. I'm not sure. Maybe I take Wyatt Davis.
Maybe Jalen Mayfield. People were saying last time too.
Yeah, Jalen Mayfield. Let's see. Actually, I'll take Jalen Mayfield because of the flexibility.
That's a really good pick because they released Quentin Spain mid-season because he just wasn't performing. So they did have a hole there at the guard spot.
Mm-hmm. Now
KB's up next. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had
the Packers last time.
Yeah, so I'll give it to her.
So yeah.
I bet I'll take Packers right here. And Packers needs last time, I think Terrence Marshall went off here.
Yeah.
I think to the Packers defensive tackle, cornerback, linebacker. You know what? I'm gonna go corner. I'm gonna go give me Tyson Campbell here. Him and Jair Alexander could probably be a good corner duo there.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. Having two cornerbacks and Aaron Rodgers on the other side, and those two pass rushers.
I know, probably the best pick here is actually Terrence or just get a slot guy in more. That both of them would be good.
Yeah.
But just to mix it up a little because we went that last time. Tyson Campbell's not a bad pick.
Yeah. All right. So 32. Let's see. Is that the highest rated guy for defense? Oh no. Let me see all the defense. All the defense.
All the defense. Let's see.
Greg.
Right, so Xavier Collins.
It's Collins. They don't need safeties.
Linebacker wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, linebacker wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, because I don't even know who is their inside linebacker. I'd probably go Xavier Collins here. I'll hit it with that. Nothing crazy. Just getting a linebacker.
All right. That's gonna cap it off. All right, let's see. So the trades we had were the Panthers traded up to 2 to take Justin Fields. The Jets ended up getting DeVonta Smith at 8, decided to go forward with Sam Darnold. The Patriots traded up to take Mac Jones at 12. 49ers ended up getting Trey Lance.
The guy that they traded back for.
And
Broncos traded, then change their mind, then trade back. Yeah.
and then it's no trade really happened right here. Washington got Christian Darrisaw. Jets got Najee Harris. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, Nick Bolton is definitely a beast. I see him talking about Nick Bolton in the chat.
But yeah, no, both of these, even though this one's a bit more crazy, both of them like are super realistic in my opinion.
Yeah, I could definitely see the Panthers trading up. I could definitely see the 49ers moving, whether it be up or down. A couple of players like Azeez Ojulari and Kwity Paye and Mac Jones and
like they're going
Rashawn Slater. They could go anywhere from like 8 to like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, and a couple guys are like I noticed in this draft a little bit like snubbed out, like Alex Leatherwood out of the first round.
Yeah, when he was
and Russo, but I think we all know that's gonna happen anyway. I had a question for you guys too, because I seen a lot of mocks get this player in there, and I think he's a first-round consideration, just not a position of need for a lot of teams. Travis Etienne, we haven't even mentioned his name at all. And I thought, not even doing a mock draft, I thought he would be a first-round pick. But if you look at this draft, the way it's been playing out, he may fall to the second.
I legitimately think there's only going to be one running back.
It'll be him or Najee Harris. It's pretty much whatever one they like best.
Yeah.
There's not that many teams that need a running back that badly.
And I think someone's going to get a steal with Trey Sermon in like the third or fourth round.
His injury is going to make him drop probably.
Because he had, like two good games and then got injured. So he runs like Derrick Henry, but he's like 190 something.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
So any prospects you guys are looking out for?
Well, if it goes like this, I mean, especially if it goes like the first one, the cornerback class is my favorite position this year. It's just so interesting to me. Like people are moving up and down crazily, like in the past couple of weeks, and I expect it to continue. So not particularly one player, but I'm just really excited about what's going to happen with the corner class.
Yeah,
I seen that comment just now. I don't know if I would go Trey Sermon in because we only have 6 picks. I don't know if I'm going to use it.
Bro.
I don't know if I'm going to go. But, I mean, it would be nice to have that guy backing up Saquon Barkley. And if he were to get hurt, Sermon would come in. But just don't – I don't know. I don't see it.
Ingram to the Giants.
Huh? Yeah, I'm about to start the video on
Mark
it, too.
Ingram, yeah.
I'm about to do a little in-depth on it.
So you guys want Mark Ingram on the Giants?
Listen, bro. I was telling KB – Mark Ingram is a great dude because, one, he knows that he's a backup and he plays well as a backup now. He's a great locker room leader. Not like he's a legit leader. He meshes with anybody he goes to, but also one of the running backs that's most similar to Saquon Barkley that, he was like bread and butter was Alvin Kamara. So I think it could work. And you got the Burton Burns connection. Come on now. It just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a solid. I mean, I just hope that he's, not just washed.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably got a couple more years.
Yeah, and
he's always been in a committee situation. So
that's all I was about to say too. And his dad won a Super Bowl here, so
exactly, yeah.
He's got to come back. He's got to come back.
Like a homecoming.
Yeah.
Any opinions on Joe Tryon? I haven't looked at him yet.
Oh, another thing to add into the whole Mark Ingram and why it would make sense. Technically, we should have taken him in 2011 instead of the running back.
Instead of David Wilson.
Yeah,
David Wilson, man, that was just tragic.
I thought it was Doug Martin. Doug Martin went right before us, but I think Mark Ingram did go in that draft too. But
yeah,
right. So
it was all three of them. I guess Mark Ingram probably had the most successful career out of all of those.
Yeah.
Doug Martin at one point was like at the top of the league, but
then he died out. Yeah, he had a lot of injuries. And I love David Wilson, man. I love David Wilson.
And the flips and everything.
Yeah, nobody liked him, but man, I thought he was a really good pick. Like that Saints game, man. He showed what he can do. That Saints game, man. That was one of my favorite Giants games of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we got some. I think these are some solid mock drafts.
I
think we made some realistic kind of picks, realistic trades. We didn't go too crazy.
Yeah, and even the slightly crazy ones, we still had a good reason for it. So
I think the craziest pick here in terms of jump from where they're projected would be Creed Humphrey, but like KB said, like a center always goes somewhere in the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always
Or
get
at
it.
least like a guard that they project as a center or something like that.
Yeah, and especially like championship ready teams, like teams that already have everything together. They'll mess around and draft a center.
Yeah, these championship teams can like literally take any player on the board and be okay.
Yeah.
And one thing that I thought was interesting is that we didn't take Trayvon Moore in both of the drafts. And I think he'll probably go in the first round. I just can't decide where.
I do gotta. So I mean, I guess we're probably gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably get close to wrapping this up. Any last words in the chat? I know the Hub just dropped a video. You want to plug that?
For sure, guys. Just dropped my full 6-round New York Giants 2021 mock draft. So all of our picks in there's around 20 minutes. There's like one problem with it that I mentioned in the pinned comment that was just like when you spend a lot of time on one video, something like that is bound to happen. It's a risk that you take. I said it earlier. When the players, particularly the corner I chose, yeah, like that's it, right? But it's like when you spend so much time on one video, is the risk you run, and it's also why I call it the way too early edition. Like there's like I spent like the whole first minute and 40 seconds just making a big disclaimer to people. I know it's way too early. I know that, but I still did it because you guys asked for it anyway, right?
Yeah.
So definitely go check that out. And drop a like there, guys, and sub up these two gentlemen as well.
Definitely sub up. I put both of their channels in the chat. I have Nate Talks Giants in the chat. He couldn't make it today. He had to deal with some stuff, but definitely sub up all 3 channels. If you haven't subbed up here, definitely sub up here. I don't have anything to really plug. I dropped a mock draft yesterday. KB, you want to plug something?
I'm gonna have a couple of videos coming out soon. Got a Mark Ingram, like an in-depth Mark Ingram video coming out soon. Basically, kind of going over what we talked about earlier with Ingram. Working on a better edited video for the Giants rookies, just going all in depth on the Giants rookies. And then I'm gonna have separate videos of film reviews on them for their whole season. So that's coming up soon. I'm also coming out with a skit soon because, dude, you inspired me to start pursuing that again. So I actually finished the skit, and I just have to record it. But yeah, I got some things coming out.
Cool, definitely check them out. And like I said, we're gonna do some more drafts like this on all 3 of our channels, and we're gonna do. I'll probably do some sub drafts where you guys can make the picks in the chat. But other than that, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the super chats. And we're out.
Later, guys.